guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kaden. If you're new here, if you're not new here, welcome back. What is Gucci? What's poppin'? This is going to be the most craziest story time I've ever told in my life. Also, look at my new room. Isn't it cute? This is the first time I'm filming in it, and I'm so excited because I finally got my room together. I've been moving a lot. I've had a lot going on. If you guys haven't seen my last video, if you guys want a room tour, be sure to give this a thumbs up and subscribe. I really want to do one, and I think you guys would enjoy it a lot because I really love my room. It's really modern, really slick, and I love it. And this is like the first time I actually get to like decorate and all that shit by myself and do it on my own. So this is really cool. I love it. I finally feel like home. How are you guys? I miss you guys so much. It's literally been so long since I've like uploaded, since I've talked to you guys. I miss you guys to the moon and back. If you guys want to Snapchat me, Instagram me, Twitter me, tweet me, anything, my links will be in the description. I want to talk to you guys, so be sure to go talk to me. So now onto the video. I'm gonna be doing a story time that has been the craziest story time I've ever tell, and it just happened to me a couple weeks ago. It is intense. It's crazy. Let's get to it. If you guys do like this video, be sure to subscribe and thumbs up because it helps me a lot, so do it. And I guess people aren't getting notified whenever I upload, so if you guys want to turn on the bell, you get notified every time I upload. So this story time literally took place last weekend. It literally had me shaken to the core. Like, I'm surprised I did not tweet about it, Snapchat it, anything. I really wanted to just save it and like hype up this video because it's literally crazy. Originally I was just gonna make a paranormal experience story and then just like a separate grindr story, whatever, like I usually do, but literally the story is a combination of the both. This is literally a grindr story and a paranormal story combined. It's just too much. It's just too much for my head, too much for my body, just physically, mentally too much. I was talking to this guy on Grindr. He was kind of cute. He was sending me nudes. He's like, hey, do you want to hook up? It was like 4 in the morning. I was the only one awake. All my friends went to sleep, so I was like, hey, why not? Like, I'ma fuck this dude. I get a lot of hate and a lot of shit for being so open about sex and stuff, but like, everyone does it. Everyone goes through it. Sorry I can talk about it and you can't, bitch. He literally lives less than 5 minutes away from me, and I'm like, hey, you can come over, you can come pick me up, we can do it at your house, whatever, and we can get this ball rolling. I'm gonna be inside of you, bitch. So he comes to my place, I introduce him, I'm like, hey, I'm Kaden, whatever, hi, whatever, da da da. We go into my room and we're sitting down, we're talking, we're like, hey, how was your day, how was the drive, blah 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 blah. And he ended up bringing up the conversation of him being a psychic, and I think he said something like channeling or like spirits or angels or something along those lines, but we ended up getting into that conversation. So I was like, oh, like what the fuck are you channeling? Like, if you could channel energy, you channel demons, angels, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, I talk to spirits and angels. And this was like, oh, okay, like you don't just tell a stranger you talk to spirits and animals on your first date, you know, but okay. So I get intrigued because I'm like really into like the ghost and spirit world, and like I want to know like what's about, what's after this life, what's before this life, why we're here, all that type of stuff. And I literally just had a talk with one of my best friends earlier that day talking about like DMT, how the drug is like a spiritual drug and like you see a bunch of shit and like it takes you into the like spiritual universe. I don't know. Anyways, it was just so bizarre that like the two connected, right? Oh, it was so weird. But he starts talking about how he channels spirits and angels and how he's talked to his family and that he can talk to ghosts whenever he wants. And so I start questioning it. I'm like, okay, so if you're actually psychic, if you're actually this, this, and this, what the hell? Let me ask you some questions. So I'm like, what can you tell by me? Like, what was your first impression from me? Like, what was the first thing that you thought of me or someone told you or in your head or whatnot? I don't know how psychics work, so like, what the fuck? What did a ghost tell you when you first met me? And he was like, oh, like, I know you're a good guy. I know you're a good person. It's like, before I came here, I did a reading on you. I wanted to know if I was supposed to come, and I was told that I was supposed to come here. I was supposed to meet you. I was supposed to come here tonight. I know this is supposed to happen. This is supposed to happen. This is good. And I'm like, oh, like, that's bizarre. Like, good energy. That's good. I'm glad we don't have any juju fake shit in here because I don't fuck with that shit. So I'm like, okay, question number 2. You got me on the first one, good, but second one, I need a little more information. Like, I need a little more juice to prove your point, okay? So I was like, okay, so I was like, how many bodies are sleeping upstairs? Because we were in the downstairs floor, and I was like, how many people are upstairs? I knew in my head, I knew how many people were in the house, and I'm like, so how many bodies are upstairs? And he goes, well, there's you, and then there's a roommate, and then there's a roommate's boyfriend, and then there's a couple other people here. Why are they here? So I want to say around 4, and I was like, 4? Did you say 4? And guess the fuck what? There was 4 people in my goddamn house. So that was strike number 2. I was like, okay, this is kind of getting weird. This is kind of getting like actually real. Like, what the fuck? So I was like, okay, third question. I was like, so what do you do? How do you talk to them? Can you do a Ouija board? Do you do tarot cards? Do you believe in horoscopes? So he ends up talking about positive energy, bad energy, what you believe, you'll see, what you put out in the universe, you'll receive, that type of stuff. You've seen the movie The Secret, you know what I'm talking about. So he just like blabbered on about this, and I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. And I'm like, okay, so how do you feel about tonight? Like, are we gonna fuck? Like, we literally sent each other nudes. Like, where's the part where we're gonna fuck? Like, hello? And he goes, I think that you've had some trauma going on. I think that you've had a lot of anxiety going on, and I'm actually here to tell you that everything's going to be okay. My world was fucking rocked. my world was fucking rocked. And he's like, I think you've been through some trauma and anxiety lately and that everything's gonna be okay. And tomorrow we can hang out and like we can actually be friends. And I think that this is gonna be a good friendship. And he's like, I don't wanna have sex with you tonight. I think that I just wanna be respectful to both of ourselves and I actually wanna get to know you. And tonight happened to let you know that you're gonna be okay and that everything's gonna be fine and you're good. And I literally dropped dead. If you guys haven't seen my video from like 2 weeks ago or whatever, telling you guys about all the shit that's been going on, this was literally so like shivers. Like I was shaking, like I was like shivering because I like, with all the stuff that I've been going through this past month, the one thing I needed was someone to tell me that everything's gonna be okay. And that's exactly what happened. And I just wanted to have sex. I was just trying to bust a nut. And this fucking angel comes from heaven and blesses me and tells me that everything's gonna be okay. I'm still so confused. The next day he's been texting me and he's been like, hey, like, do you want to hang out? Like, we can do tarot card readings on you and like we can do all this fun stuff. And I honestly haven't responded to him yet. I'm too like freaked out. I have too much on my plate. I have too much to just like go out and hang with like a random person and get to know someone. Like right now, that's just too much for me. I plan to hang out with him and like get to know him and stuff more in the future, but like right now that was just way too much. I'm still kind of in shock and like with my life being like a complete mess right now, that was way too much for me. Just talking about it makes me sweat. I don't really like to talk about it to my friends or anything, but it is something that is so scary. I need to actually go tell my mom this. I haven't even told my mom this, but I don't know how to tell her without it being like a hookup, you know? So just as a story, I wanted to have sex, didn't get sex, got blessed by an angel. That's how it worked out. This is my life. If you guys did enjoy the story time, it's honestly one of my craziest ones. Be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want more of this. And if you guys think I should go and meet this guy, let me know. Maybe I could do a little story time mixing up like with him or something. But thank you guys so much for watching. I would appreciate a thumbs up and a subscribe. And if you guys want to follow me on all my social medias, they'll be in the description below. I love you guys to the moon and back. Thank you guys so much for 13,500. Hope you guys have a great day. I love you and I will see you guys later. Quiet for too long.